Often I find the business owners take the letter of intent stage entirely too lightly. They're so focused on the purchase price that a lot of details slip through the cracks and show up as nasty surprises during due diligence or at the closing table. Just remember, what's generally good for the buyer is not necessarily good for the seller. So, letter of intents are used to negotiate and allocate, using deal terms, risk between buyer and seller. So there are various ways buyers and sellers shift risk to each other. Let's talk about the first few. First of all would be the transaction structure itself. Is it a stock sale versus an asset sale? Now you can ask, why is there any risk in either? Well, for the buyer, there's a huge risk if you want a stock sale because they have to come up with a lot more money out of pocket because they rarely get any tax advantages. Versus in an asset sale, they can have huge tax advantages, and plus from an operations perspective, they can pick and choose your liabilities that they're interested in and disregard the rest. Another way to shift risk is earnouts. Buyers commonly use earnouts to minimize their risk. Let's say that your company has huge momentum right now and you are about ready to roll out a product that you have been developing for the last 2 years. You think your sales will double in the next 2 years. At the same time, and of course you want more money for your business as a result. At the same time, the seller says, I don't know, there's so many unknowns. So in comes an earnout, and earnout's really essentially payments paid to the seller based on performance at some point in the future based on an agreed upon formula. Often buyers minimize risk by demanding that a certain percentage of the purchase price be held back or put into an escrow. On the other hand, sellers can also allocate risk to the buyers. You as a seller in a letter of intent can negotiate an indemnification cap. You can actually take it a step further. If you have minority shareholders or passive shareholders, you can negotiate different limitations of liability for each one of those minority shareholders. So my message to you is this: don't take the LOI stage lightly. The moment you sign that letter of intent, 100% of your negotiation leverage is gone. The only thing that can happen to you is that the amount you receive for the sale of your business goes down. There's lots of surprises ahead. Get yourself a good mergers and acquisition advisor. Sit down with your accountant. Have a good attorney. And lay out an exit strategy and plan that maximizes your exit value, minimizes the tax implications, and aligns your personal and family goals with your business and financial goals. Rare Brain Capital helps companies improve performance and sell for maximum value. How ready is your company to grow or to sell? Want to know how you're doing? Get your free score plus customized report in just a few minutes at no cost or obligation. Visit rarebrain.com/score.